What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full Gym Leader Katy Pokemon team, I'm going to be starting a mini-series here of doing the Gym Leaders for Generation 9. What I'll be doing is I'll be using their exact teams that are on the final rematch. The only differences I'll be doing is giving them an item, and I'll be giving them EVs. I'll be using the exact moves and abilities, so it's going to be lots of fun here. I'll be using this team of 5 here, and I'll see if I can stay alive. First battle here, this one is against Peeps a lot, and we may have some sort of theme team here as well. So my first Pokemon, of course, is going to be Spider-Ups. Oh, also, there's another rule to these little theme team gym leader battles that I'm doing. I'm only allowed to terror the Pokemon that the gym leader did. So Katy terrored the bug Ursaring, so that's the only Pokemon I'm allowed to terror, which makes it pretty difficult. So we got this Spino versus a Finazon lead here. Now there might be some sort of theme team happening here with my opponent, and of course, if you're hyped for the theme teams, if you enjoyed this little mini gym leader series, make sure you do hit that like button, and tell me what you think about the bug type gyms. Did you like it? What do you think? Do you like Katy? Let me know. So we got the Primate coming in here, and it's going to be going for a cross chop. So I'm assuming it doesn't have any other moves to hit Spider-Ups apart from its main staff here, and it may be some sort of critting set. Now the Primate's going to go for Endure, and why would it use Endure for? So it's either hoping for a berry, oh wait, maybe it was an Anger Point set. I'm thinking it might have been an Anger Point set there to hope that I get a crit. Anyway, so I'm going to go for a Disrespect Throat Chop, and that is the end of the Primate. So Spider-Ups is, it's carrying the team at the moment. Now, obviously, in this video, right, this team was very weak to like fire types, flying types, stuff like that. So, I had to terror the Ursaring into a bug type too, which is not very fun, So anyway, next Pokemon to come in is going to be the little Finazon again, and I've got my Low Kick. So Low Kicks was a Axe Kick, Sucker Punch, Lunge, and Bounce set. 252 EVs in attack and speed and jolly nature. The item I gave it was Focus Sash. Oh, the Spider-Ups. The Spider-Ups was 252 in health and attack, and I gave it a Rocky Helmet as its item. So yeah, there's my EVs and item, but that's virtually it. I gave them exactly the same abilities. So the Low Kicks had Swarm and Focus Sash. I thought that'd work really well. So that's going to be the end of the Delibird, and in comes Miss Drevis there. So I'm going to swap the Low Kicks out here, and I'm going to go into Ursaring. Now, this Ursaring, I thought, well, I might be able to get around any Ghost-type moves if there's any, like, Will-O-Wisp or Burns or stuff like that. That'd be handy because the Ursaring is a Guts ability. So the Ursaring's got Fury Cutter, which is its Bug-type move. We've got High Horsepower, Play Rough, and Crunch. I've given this one 252 EVs in attack and speed, and I gave it Jolly Nature. Now, the item I gave it, Flame Orb, unfortunately, Miss Drevis is going to give me a choice specs. It was a Terra Fairy. So, at least it's going to get burned there, but there's not a lot of damage I can do here. So I thought, all right, I have to go for Terra Bug here. So, you know what? I'm going to go for Terra Bug Fury Cutter, and hopefully I can get a couple of good, decent Fury Cutters off here. Every time you use Fury Cutter, it gets like exponentially more powerful and powerful. As you know, the most powerful Pokemon to use with it is Venusaur. So we're going to go for a Terra Bug here on the Ursaring, and Ursaring is going to get those big, I guess you could say, antennas there on top of the bear, which looks pretty good actually. So now we're going to Dazzling Gleam from the Miss Drevis is going to be able to outspeed me, sadly, and it's going to do almost half my health. So it's about a 3-hit KO. So my first Fury Cutter on the Ursaring, it actually did a lot more damage than what I thought. So like, that's pretty good, That's very nice. I guess it's not an Everlight Miss Drevis, so it's doing a little bit more. So here comes the second Dazzling Gleam from the Miss Drevis. Pretty good damage there, and now I can go for the Fury Cutter. So it's like, I don't think this is going to faint, but it's going to do a fair bit, and it did pretty good damage. So like, all right, I don't want to lose my Ursaring just yet because I'm the gym leader. I've got to hang on to that bug Ursaring as long as possible. So now what I'm going to do is going to go into Forretress. Now, this Forretress is going to be able to lift that Dazzling Gleam easy peasy. So let me tell you what the Forretress set was as well, if you didn't get to see it at the start. So I've got Sturdy as the ability, and we got Bug Bite, Gyro Ball, Curse and Stone Mist. So this is just like purely a physical attacker. So what I did, right, I smelled a rat and I went back into Earth Ring because I thought they may try and trick the Flame Orb back onto the Forester. So I swapped it back in and I got my Flame Orb on my Earth Ring, which was perfection, right? So I gave back the Choice Specs to the Miss Drevis there, and now the Guts is going to be activated because of my Flame Orb. So that was a really, really nice swap in there. I don't want to let the Earth Ring faint now that I've got my Flame Orb back, so I went back into Fortress, because I don't believe this has that many ways to hit Fortress at all. So it's going to go for a final Dazzling Gleam. That did a pretty good amount of damage there thanks to the Choice Specs, and the Flame Orb is going to faint us. That was awesome. So it was a little bit scary there for a while getting around that thing. So good to see Mr. Terror's gone. Also, the sun's out now that the Terror's gone. So if you ever notice in a battle, right, when someone terrors their Pokemon, it goes very, very dark. You know, if they swap them out, it goes light again, or if they faint. Next Pokemon here. Wait, John Wick. That's like a movie series. It's gonna go for a lick there. So I think they're trying to parallel it. Now, the problem about this this graveyard, right, is because it's a fluffy Everlight set, so it's insanely bulky. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go for a Curse here. Let's see if I can get, 2 damage instead of 1. So it's also got a fixed damage move, which is Nightshade, so it's definitely a bulky set. I went for a Gyro Ball there in hopes that I get paralyzed by Lick and then the Curse. But, yeah, it did no damage whatsoever. And that is the end of Fortress there. It got beaten by a little candle. Next Pokemon is Ursaring. I'm going to go for the Crunch here, but this thing is insanely bulky on the defensive side. I could be wrong about this, but I believe it could be max health, max defense, fluffy, and it's just so bulky. That's the end of the Ursaring there. I'm going to go into Heracross now. So Heracross was a Swarm set too. We've got Mega Horn, Close Combat, Stone Edge, and Night Slash. So I went for the Night Slash there. It didn't take it out, but it got a crit. My item was Scope Lens. That's what I was running on this. It's interesting when you think about it. When you look at this Gym Leaders team, there's like 3 Generation 2 Pokemon there. That's interesting. So we got like Fortress, Heracross, and Ursaring. That's kind of I don't know like how they decide these Pokemon. They don't just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a bug by the toe. I don't know if bugs got toes, but anyway. So here comes the Psychozard. It's going to go for a Draco Meteor. It's got the Eject Pack, which is going to swap it out of the matchup there before I get to use my attack. So the other Pokemon is a Finzion, and I'm going to go for Close Combat this time. Obviously, Close Combat is going to one-shot the little Dolphin there, which is good. Now, I've got Low Kicks left and Heracross. Now, Psychozard is a very, very fast Pokemon here. I don't think they're going to go for Draco Meteor because that would mean their special attack would be dropped. So I'm guessing some sort of coverage move. Here comes a Disrespect Terra Blast. I guess it still was Stab, and that is the end of Heracross. Heracross is 252 EVs in attack and speed, Jolly Nature. Last Pokemon is the Low Kicks. I've got the Focus Sash attached. I'm like, all right, here we go. I've got Axe Kick. That's super effective. And I've got Sucker Punch. I've got this one. I went for the Axe Kick, and Axe Kick miss. You wouldn't read about it. So I missed. I went and crashed. And here comes the Draco Meteor, and that's going to take out my Low Kicks. That's just the cruelest end to the battle there. I definitely thought I had that one won, but there you go. Sometimes RNG happens, but a very, very good battle there regardless. I'm very salty. You know what? We've got to have some comments in the comment section saying, why was there only one battle in this video? That first one just never happened. Next battle here, this one is against Wind, and we have a Weavile lead. So Weavile is going to be pretty good for Smite Ups here. It's going to go for a Fake Out here. So Fake Out's not going to do anything to me at all, and I can go for either a Silk Trap or a Brick Break. So I decided to go for the Silk Trap here. Now, Silk Trap is going to be good there for dropping Weavile speed. I don't think that I'm going to be able to outspeed it even after 1, but, it's worth a try with my other Pokemon. So it's going to go for a Fling there. Fling actually fails if you do use it against, like, Protect or Silk Trap, because, the item still gets used up. So that's going to be the end of the Weavile there with its little Fling. It might have been, like, Fling Iron Ball or something like that. Next Pokemon, Cerulege. I was really scared of this because this can, let's be real, this could take my entire team out with a quick little Ember. So I'm like, okay, I can't Terrorize. I'd like to. I could go for the Silk Trap. Let's see what it's going to do there. I really, really like Silk Trap. I think it's a cool move. I like Spine-Ups too, so that's probably a little bit biased there too. But who likes Spine-Ups? There's got to be a few people out there that like it. So Scarlet is going to go for a Sunny Day. I'm like, oh, this is bad. And interesting enough there, Scarlet actually wasn't, he wasn't using a Fire-type move. It went for a Solar Blaze. Like, maybe, well, it definitely doesn't have any Fire-type moves there. So it must have like a Ghost-type move, a Grass-type move, Sunny Day, and, you know, something else. Maybe like, I don't know, Brick Break. So I went for the Throat Chop there. Good damage, and Weak Armor is going to activate. So, yeah, this, there goes any chance of me outspeeding except for my low kicks, which has the Sucker Punch. So, I'm just going to leave this in because I have no idea what it's going to use, and it's going to go for Disable. Like, what is this set? So, Sunny Day, what was it? Solar Blade and Disable. What is going on here? So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to swap out. Let's just go for, I don't know, Skitter Smack. I'm not going to live this turn anyway. And here comes the Solar Blade. It obviously is going to be going instantly because of the Sunny Day too. So that's going to obviously, you know, almost be the demise of the Spine-Ups here. Actually, it is. It's going to take it out. So bye-bye Spine-Ups to a critical hit. Not that I really could have done much there. You know, I was going for like a not very effective move. So now I'm going to go into Fortress. I'm really going to find out here what this moveset is, and I'm going to go for a Stone Edge. I was like, I might be able to go for the Curse here, you know, but I wasn't really sure if I should just finish this Pokemon. I was like, you know what, let's just get rid of it. And it's going to go for Destiny Bond. It didn't have a Fire-type move. Come on. So this thing trolled me really, really good there. I went for the Stone Edge, and of course, the only time Stone didn't miss was, of course, on the Destiny Bomb. That's how it goes, people. That's my luck in Pokemon. So Fortress is going to faint there in a pile of salt, and so is the Cerulege. Man, that was cruel. That was so mean having that Pokemon there. Next Pokemon is the Mighty Shellos. So I was like, oh, I wonder what this set's going to be. So we're going to go into Low Kicks here. I was hoping Low Kicks could redeem itself after the last battle. So I've got Axe Kick, I've got Lunge, I've got lots of options here. So like, well, I'll just go for the Axe Kick here. And Shellos goes for Protect, like, not again. So, of course, the same as before there, if protection is used on this move, it's like High Jump Kick, so I'm going to get rid of half my health. All right, that's it. I got to land a move this time, right? I could go for Lunge, Axe Kick again. Let's go for Axe Kick. So I went for the Axe Kick there. I kicked the Shellos, and the Shellos lives pretty well. And then I got the Confusion. I'm like, okay, this is really good. I'll be able to take out the next turn there. And Shellos doesn't really have too much offensive moves there. So Shellos is going to get for the Confusion, and it's going to have counter. Like, Low Kicks just like... literally just took, like, everything just took a dump on top of Low Kicks in this battle. Like, real talk, the poor thing. Next Pokemon is going to be Earthtree. You know, seriously, like, there's got to be some comments about Low Kicks in the, you know, in the comment section. The poor thing, like, it's never going to, like, revive from that. So now I'm getting a little bit salty. It's time for Earthstring. I'm going to go for the Terra Bug here. I thought this would be a good opportunity to go for a Terra Bug Fury Cutter, right? Because I should almost be able to take out the Shellos here, and if I don't, I should be able to lift the counter, like, almost. So I'm going to go for that Fury Cutter there, and since if I use this move, like, in succession, it's going to get really powerful. So Shellos does go down to a crit, so that was kind of nice there. I think that Shellos would have lived that one. It seemed to be like a bulky Everlights there. Anyway, the next Pokemon is going to be King Toilet here, and King Toilet is going to have Supreme Overlord. So I'm like, oh, well, I can't... You know what? I'm the bug type gym leader. I've got to keep going for that Fury Cutter. So I'm going to keep going for Fury Cutter and see what happens here. I've got no idea what King Toilet is going to use. So Fury Attack does a lot of damage there. The next one's almost going to take it out, but you wouldn't read about it. It has Fury Cutter too, so we both got Fury Cutter. That's actually not too bad, Supreme Overlord Fury Cutter. Getting that nice little boost there on your attack. So it's going to have the leftovers. I'm going to get hit by the Flame Orb there. I'm just going to keep going for Fury Cutter here. I've got absolutely nothing to lose. So go for my third Fury Cutter here, and that is the end of the King Toilet there, which is very, very good. Now, this was pretty interesting. So the last Pokemon that my Earth... Actually, I think there was only a 5v5 battle, I believe. No, it was a 6v6. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with something else. Next is a Slow Kick here. I was like, well, I may as well go for the Fury Cutter here. That's super effective, but I was sort of doubtful whether they'd keep the type. You know, I'm thinking they were going to go for a Terra here. So here we go, Terra Slow King. I was like, well, even if it's something that's not very effective, it's still going to do, like, lots of damage because I've used it, what, one, two. I've used it 3 times, and I've got, like, Terra Bug on top of that, too. So it's going to turn out to be Terra Dragon Slowking. Like, oh, this is pretty interesting. I wonder what this is going to do. So I'm going for the Fury card here. Slowking gets annihilated in one shot there. So we'll never know what the Dragon Slowking was ever going to be. Maybe, like, I don't know, Terra Blast? I've got no idea at all. So I'm going to take some more damage there thanks to the Flame Orb, and this is where the disaster started to happen. So Breloom is going to outspeed me and go for the sub, right? So, all right, fair enough. I can keep going for Fury Cutter. That's fine. I'm going to keep, powering this move up. If I get one attack on this this Breloom, it's toast, right? Now, the Breloom is going to obviously not be able to withstand one attack from there, and it's going to have the Poison Heal as well while I'm getting hit by the Flame Orb. So, like, all right, fair enough. It's got the Toxic Orb. It's going to be able to heal itself. It might be able to stall me out for a little bit here, but I'm just going to keep going through Fury Cutter. So it can't put me to sleep either, but the problem is here is it's got the Protect and Sub. So with Protect, it can heal itself up with the Poison Heal and the Toxic Orb that, it received earlier on. And then what it can do, it can actually go for a sub there. And all at the same time, I'm actually getting hit constantly and overly by this Flame Orb. So I'm like, well, there's no real point in me swapping out here because the same thing's got to happen, right? So I've got to, basically what's going to happen here is poor Ursaring is going to try and get rid of this Breloom, right? And I can't let it, like, I have to try and get its health there, right? I keep, like, hitting it over and over again. I guess the only good thing here is that Breloom, if it does have Spore, it won't be able to put him to sleep. But I don't really know what it's doing here apart from using Subtune and Protect. But that's both of its move there. So you'd have to probably assume at this point in the game that it might have Spore. Like, I mean, most Breloom do have Spore. And one other move, but I don't really know what it's going to be. Or maybe it's just like a pure stalling Breloom set. I don't really know there. So I'm going to keep going for Fury Cutter over and over here. This was definitely the longest part of the battle there. So Breloom is practically nearly, I've only done like a tiny little bit of damage to it, because when you look at it right, it'll go for the sub, right? The sub will protect it. Then the Poison Heal will heal that. Then it'll go for Protect again. Then the Poison Heal will heal that again. So I'm virtually doing like nothing at all here. And all the time the Flame Orb is going to fake me here. And I don't really want to swap, because then that Pokemon may be prone to getting put to sleep here. And that last Pokemon is Heracross too. So I know that Heracross might be able to outspeed this, and it should be able to do like a good amount of damage here, but I'm just not 100% sure what it's going to be. So I've got, what have we got? 39 health left. I mean, I've used 10 Fury Cutters at the moment. Like, I've used 10 of them, and I have to keep using Fury Cutter over and over as well, right? Because if you don't use this move in succession, right, that base power will, it'll reset, right? That's why it's good to keep using it, over and over again. So I've got, what have we got left? 39, so that did 29. So that's doing 10 of my health every single time. So 3 more turns and my Ursaring is going to faint. This is mean. You know what? I'm going to take a sip of G Fuel right now. There we go, people. Code SALT is 30 and 20% off this month on selected items. You should check it out. Link in the description. I'm having a lightning lemonade right now. I've got to keep myself alive, This Breloom, it's a scary Pokemon. It's stalling me out. I'm getting very, very solid. So I've got 19 health left. We've got 2 more turns here of the Ursaring, and it's going to faint. There's nothing I can really do. I don't want to go for Play Rough because I'll miss. I don't want to go for any other move to reset the Fury Cutter. So Breloom is going to once again go for a Substitute. Like, this is, I don't know, it's like, I'm very, very curious right now what attacking moves that it even has, or it has, like, I don't know, I was trying to think of something that would be worse than this, maybe a healing move too. Imagine if it has something like, I don't know, I don't think, Rest wouldn't be very good on it. That wouldn't be so good. It doesn't have Chester, bro. So, like, I don't know what was going on here. So I just have to keep attacking. So this is my very, very last turn here. Breloom's got the sub up. I have to keep breaking the sub too, because, like, it's going to hide behind that sub all day. So the sub has been broken. Breloom has taken a little bit of damage, but really, it's still well over half health. I think at the end of all this, let's have a look at this. After the Poison Heal. Yeah, after the Poison Heal, I did a quarter damage to it after, like, what, 12? I don't know. I don't know if it was 12. It might have been, like, 8 Fury Cutters against it. So Ursaring finally takes its final KO there, and we got one more Pokeball left. So, all right. You're in charge, Heracross. Now, I don't want to go for close combat just in case it doesn't KO. I don't know if it's a bulky set. I've got no idea. It's like, well, I have to go for Mega Horn, right? And Breloom's going to go for Protect. Like, okay, fair enough. This could be like max health and max speed or something like that. It could be like a crazy bulky set. So I don't want to go for close combat and have my stats dropped in case it does have an attacking move. So Breloom's going to get some more health back there. I couldn't have got out of that. So like, all right, I'm going to go for Mega Horn here. Here we go. So Mega Horn misses. I'm like, no. And now the Breloom, right, is going to go for Spore. I knew that it would have a Spore. So we've got, listen, this is pure scum. We've got Protect, Substitute, and Spore. What can this thing do apart from stall him out? So now it's back to full health. I'm pretty salty right now, as you could probably imagine. I'm like, all right, what's it going to do? Now it's going to go for Sub again. Like, all right, fair enough, it's gone for Sub. Like, is that all it's going to do? Just use Substitute 1,000 times again? It maybe just be like a PP stalling set here. Then it tightened its focus. It's a focus punch set. It's just bringing me back to the 4th gen Sub Punch Breloom days. Like, you wouldn't read about it, though. Heracross wakes up. I hit that little Substitute doll with a good Mega Horny, right? So now the Breloom Substitute is going to fade, and it's going to go for the Focus Punch. Now, Focus Punch isn't very effective against me, but it does a lot of damage. I'm like, all right, this is it, people. I have to go for close combat right now. I know that it's going to go for Spore this turn. I went for the close combat, and that was it. That's it. I laid out that Breloom like a lounger and rug, and that is the end for the battle, people. Hope you enjoyed it. Next gym leader next week. Peace out.